So, I don't know how many of you guys follow me on the daily and how I mentioned that my camera was broken. Because every time I would try to film, it would be like memory card error or like battery error. I found my old memory card and I like stored everything in my computer because that memory card was full. And I haven't had a problem yet. But today we'll find out. But I'm still going to be stopping the video randomly. Well, you guys wouldn't tell because I jump cut anyways. But I just thought that was really weird that like all of a sudden, sis wants to work. Like even when I would tighten my tripod, it wouldn't work. So now I'm like very confused, slowly concerned, but we'll deal with it. A little disclaimer before starting this video, get a snack, it's a long one. Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Andrea, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a video for you guys that I actually saw Kathleen Lights do, which she's made a couple of these. She was the first person that I ever bought something off Colourpop from. Super excited to begin a video like this too. She kind of talked about all her favorites, and Colourpop is what's mostly full in my makeup collection. Yes, I get PR from them now, but like half this stuff, not even most of this stuff, I bought on my own. I love everything. Literally, there's not one Colourpop item that I don't like that I still have in my collection. So it was really hard picking favorites. I was having a meltdown. Shout out to Melissa, she's watching this. I was having like a meltdown trying to pick my favorite eyeshadow palette. I felt like I was like picking between like my favorite kid, and it wasn't very nice. Like I didn't want to leave anybody behind, but it was hard. I got rid of some. It's just hard because like I don't have a favorite palette. I have favorite colors. So like since I do my makeup in my room, I can take out 20 palettes and just like dip throughout the palettes. So that was a little hard. But I do want to start off this video is that sadly I'm not gonna have 20% off my favorites like Kathleen does, but I do have $5 off for you guys on Colourpop. You can just use the discount code 5 Andrea Lissette. I use this myself whenever I buy things and it saves me some money, so you guys could do that as well. I recently got this in the mail and I cannot wait to play with these. I haven't played with any lippy sticks in so freaking long, so I can't even like review. I don't want to add any of these to these, but before I will say, cause I don't personally own anymore because like I got rid of them, but my favorite color was Tootsie, which I actually don't see in here unless I'm actually blind, and Lumiere. So if I could recommend one of these, is these. I'm not going to swatch these because I don't know exactly what I want to do with these just yet, because I don't know if I can actually do giveaways since they're already open. Like there's no seal in between. So we'll see. They all come like separated like this, and I just love that. The little box is so cute. I also like just having this displayed. Super cute. So thank you Colourpop for that. And like I said, I have $5 off for you guys for that. My whole face is full of my favorite Colourpop items, so I just wanted to throw that in there while we like talk about them. I'll tell you guys what's actually on my face. I want to talk about eyeshadow palettes since it was the hardest decision to make. I have a lot of Colourpop eyeshadows. I love them. I just saw that they're going to launch this new one that looks like literally me, so I wanted, it was hard. This is hard. I have so many palettes, and I love just certain colors. I don't love the full palette, but I will talk about the full palette that I do love a lot if I would have to pick one. But there's a color in here that if I could switch it, I would. But I get it. You always want that different pop of colors when things are different. But Salvaje by Becky G is my favorite palette of them all. I really thought about this and I thought, which one do I use the most of that I use multiple colors in? And it would be Salvaje from the Becky G collection. Becky's collection was definitely like one of my top 2 favorites. This palette is so well loved. I mean, I have so many eyeshadows, so it's not like I hit pan on any of these, but I love every single color. Even Vibra, except for Sirena, which is Mermaid. I hate this color. But it's just not my kind of color. Like, I don't like it. Like, I'll even use Vibra, which is like a really dark green. But this color is not my friend. I don't like it at all. Like, even for a pop of inner corner, I do not like it. But besides that, every other color, even this pink color, I love. But Estrella, I'm not wearing it today, but well, I'm wearing it in my inner corners, but Estrella is my favorite color for a highlighter. Like, I know it sounds weird, but like even in my Disney palette, I use a color in there for highlighting. I think it's Chip. No, it's not Chip. It's a One Jump. I don't know. Is it Ray? I'm pretty sure. I hope it's Ray. If it is, I'll leave it in. It is Ray. But Estrella is so pretty. I'm in my inner corner right now. It's perfect. You can do so many cool looks with this. You could do a dramatic look with this color. I just personally do not like that color. But it's a nice color just because I'm not into like rainbowy colors. You guys know that. But this is my favorite palette, and I just love this palette so much. I have a little protective thing because I like never use the mirror. Palette that I ever purchased from Colourpop was Dream Street from Kathleen. And since Kathleen did make this video, but it is my most loved palette. Once again, did not hit pan, but I've used every single color except for Mermaid Boy, which is funny because the other one is called Sirena, which is Mermaid, and this one's Mermaid Boy. I didn't even know the name until I looked at it right now. That is hilarious. Or Water Bearer, I never use that either. But besides these two colors, which are really similar to those colors that I do not like, I've used this palette so much and I love it. It's so neutral. It's like a perfect color. I love the colors in these, and they're just my kind of colors. I literally feel like I used Twinkle and Stardust so much in so many looks in the past. Those are my top 2 favorite eyeshadow palettes from Colourpop. I have a million. Okay, not really a million, but I have a lot of them. And there's 2 palettes that I did want to mention that I feel like everybody needs in their collection, but they're not my favorites. I love them, but I do have other palettes that have the same colors that aren't Colourpop, but I just feel like if you guys are starting off your collection, like, I wouldn't go for those 2 just yet. I would definitely go for these 2, which are staples for Colourpop. These 2 happen to be collabs, one's with Becky and one's with Kathleen, but these 2 palettes, I feel like everybody can use them. I just have so many colors in my collections just like these, and Yes Please was definitely my favorite, like, over these 2, because you guys can tell she's very well loved. But it's the one that has this bright yellow color. I use it so many times. I just have a bunch of yellow palettes, so I don't use it as much. If you guys are starting off a collection and just want to know what are the 2 best colors to get from Colourpop, I feel like these are so neutral and nice. You warm tones, a little more cooler, still warm though, and I just feel like they're so nice, and I feel like everybody needs these 2 in their collection. I love them. My whole thing is that, like, I don't have a favorite palette. If anything, Salvaje is my favorite palette. Kind of made that decision today, and I feel so bad. I feel like I'm like being mean to my other kids. My makeup is my kids' short. That is horrible. But I feel like today we found out Salvaje is my favorite. Sorry. Sorry to the rest of you guys. I'm getting nervous because we're going to talk about highlighter. Now, I take highlighting very serious. Highlighter is my favorite thing out there. I love highlighting so much. It's probably my favorite thing about makeup. You guys see the highlighter that I'm wearing today? I love it so much. And it's one of these bad boys. Okay, so I hate this because I have so many highlighters, especially so many Colourpop ones, and I didn't talk about all of them, but I have a bunch, and I feel like somebody's gonna think that I'm talking about too many. We have 5 highlighters. 6 because this isn't a highlighter, but my whole thing is I've always been obsessed with highlighter before highlighter was even like a popular thing. When I didn't even wear makeup, I would always put glitter here. Like, I didn't even know. Maybe somebody told me, but like, I feel like highlighter wasn't really a thing. But I just loved body glitter. I put it all over my chest and like right here. Like, literally always. So I don't remember knowing that till later, that that's what you put highlighter on. So you always think that's so weird. But I was obsessed with the Spice Girls as a little kid. And they had body glitter that they like sold, which like you could buy like at Claire's maybe. I don't remember where you would buy it, to be quite honest with you. They also came out with mascaras. The people would use it in their hair. It was like a blue and pink mascara that was Spice Girls, and I would put it all over my hair. Tell me somebody else did that and I'm not like losing my mind. 2 that I had, one was like this and then one was orange, and they both said Spice Girls on them, and they were just body glitters. And I like, this smell is so nostalgic, which I feel like any glitter will smell like this, but I love this glitter. I'm not just putting it in there because of the smell. It is just so pretty and chunky, and like it stays. It doesn't just fall apart, and I just love this so much, and the smell just gives me so much nostalgic. I feel like some people would actually hate the smell, but if you smell these and you have any of their glittery obsessions, let me know, because I feel like I might be going crazy. But I wanted to mention that one because I really loved it, and it's one of the most recent things that I've gotten. This is one of the first things that, well, not this one, I bought new ones. I've actually finished a bunch of these, so that's why I'm like proud of these. If anything in this video, this would be, well, probably 2 things. The concealer. Oop. Spoiler alert. Flexitarian. This was the first Super Shock eyeshadow that I ever tried. Are these Super Shock Cheek that I've ever tried in my entire life. When I first tried this formula, I was like, hold up, what is happening? I hate this because you don't apply these. Hold on, this is the one that it literally broke when I dropped it on the floor, so I'm like trying to press her back together. This is like the 3rd thing of these that I've tried, or 4th, I don't really remember. I tried to apply this with a brush. Hated it. Do not apply the Super Shocks highlighters slash cheeks, whatever these are called, with a brush. Apply it with your fingers and you guys will be in love with it. Such a pretty color. It's definitely like, look at that. I barely touched it. Let's see. Like, what? So freaking beautiful, guys. I love this. This was my first Colourpop item that I became in love with, which I feel like I may have said that about the Lippy 6 too, but just like, I just remember making my first ever Colourpop order and this was in it, and I just love this color so much. It's so good. We have the Super Shock highlighter in the Maleficent color, which I was hating on these. I mean, I wasn't hating on them, but I was just expecting them to be like their regular compact ones. And when I got this and I realized it was a Super Shock eyeshadow, I was like, ugh. But like, because I like didn't give it a chance, but this color, guys, so freaking beautiful. Like, to die for. Like, I love this so much. Literally to die for. Maleficent, right? Didn't she like kill somebody? Didn't she like prick some little girl's finger? Incredible. These are definitely my two favorite Super Shock highlighters. And I have a couple more in my collection. I definitely have all the Disney ones. This was my only favorite color of them. I love the other ones, they're good, don't get me wrong. But I don't love the colors as much as I love the Maleficent one. Now, for loose highlighter, I also have a couple of Colourpop ones. But there's just one color that, like, I fell in love with. It is the loose highlighter in Chisme from Becky G. This color is beautiful. It's not what I'm wearing today, don't worry. See that? I've never swatched a loose pigment, I feel like. Do you guys see that though? Like, she is just so pretty. I feel like you can't be super pale for this though. Like, you guys have to have some colors. I have two pressed highlighters. Now, first we have a classic, which I'm trying to take it out to make sure this is that one. I didn't mistake it for something else. So we have here Kitty Kitty. She is so much well loved. You guys can definitely see that she is very loved. Here, let's see where we could swatch her. That was probably a horrible swatch. She's very pretty, but she's not doing too much like the rest of them. But she still has that like flair to her. I love it. This was the first highlighter that I did try from them, and I loved it because it's very settled. Like, she's nice. She reminds me a lot of the Wet n Wild ones, that they're like nice and brightening when the light hits you, but they're not super blinding, if that makes sense. Now, the last one that I love, and it's probably my favorite besides Chisme, but like, this is like my everyday favorite, and I'm wearing her today. I mean, not every day because she's a little blinding, but the name to this goes so well. Okay, this right here is my favorite highlighter from Colourpop of all time. I love her so much. She is so blinding. Everybody can see you. Like, literally, the name is Boy Next Door. Like, literally, the boy next door could see me if I walk outside. Like, that's how blinding it is. He could see my highlight. But she is so pretty. So it's when I'm wearing it, I'll still swatch her for you. I'm trying to think where I want to swatch her. We're going to do it here. So it's freaking pretty. It literally reminds me of, like, the perfect dupe for Rodeo Drive from Ofra. It is just that pretty that it's like the perfect mix between like a goldy color, but she has like some silvery to her, and she's just so pretty. Like, I love her. It's definitely my favorite highlighter. Look at that highlight. I'm so weird. Those are all my favorite highlighters. This video is gonna be long. I'm so sorry. I have a favorite bronzer from Colourpop, which I don't have that many bronzers. I have a lot of bronzers. I can't lie, but this is my favorite bronzer from Colourpop, which is called Private Party. I hate that I forget things. I literally forget everything, but this is in Private Party, which she looks really dark, but she's not that dark. I don't know what it is. Colourpop just like likes to make things dark, I think, but they're not that dark. I'm gonna swatch her right next to like, do you guys see, like, she's not dark at all, like, whatsoever. She's not that dark. That's what I'm wearing today. And I love this. It's so pretty. And I just feel like she looks really dark in the pan. Don't get me wrong. When I got it, I was like, I don't know about this. But she looks really pretty on. And then for the blush that I'm wearing, which is like low-key what's killing this look, Soulmate from the Zoella collection. I love the Zoella collection. That's the second one of my favorite collections that have ever been dropped. And she's just so pretty. Like, she is such a pretty color. I've swatched this before when I made a whole video on the whole Zoella collection. You see that? It's such a pretty color because it's such a matte, but there's some glitter in there, so I love that it's like the perfect in between. Like, there's like a little bit of a color to it, but she's pretty matte, and I love matte blushes except for Luminoso, which is my favorite blush of all time, but it's the only blush that have like some kind of like sheen to it. I am obsessed with their concealer. I have repurchased and repurchased and repurchased and repurchased. If anything in my like whole collection of makeup has been repurchased the most, it is the No Filter concealers from Colourpop. I am in the color Light 10. I was originally in like Light 16, I think, and then I thought that was too like the same color of my skin, so I like to like keep it a little lighter under my eyes. So Light 10, I mean, I don't think it matters what color I am, but it's just so pretty. It literally like leaves it a flawless finish, and like I literally will just put on concealer and walk out the door, and it's this concealer. And then I love to set it. I mean, there is that one setting powder that we all love, you know, Miss Laura Mercier. She can never be outwon. I've tried so many other powders that I have not liked as much as I did love the No Filter setting powder. Now, I don't set my whole face, so I don't know how this will look if you set your whole face, but I love it just to bake under the eyes. I feel like it makes a difference. Maybe it doesn't, I don't know, but to me, I feel like it does. So I really do like the way this looks on my skin. These two together were made for each other. If you're wondering why I didn't talk about any foundations, I feel so bad for saying this, but I did not like the foundations. The one that come in the tube, I know Kathleen mentioned that too. And I never tried the foundation stick, and I just heard people didn't really love it either. So that's why I never tried it. I never got my hands on it. So this concealer is just too good to be compared to those other two items. That's what I personally think. Mascara, I am wearing this today, and I just feel like my mascara looks so bomb. I am using the BFF mascara, the black one. They have every single color in the rainbow except for brown, which, never mind, I'll take that back because I just saw the picture that they're gonna come out with the brown one. Finally. Black one is my favorite. I love the way it looks. It's very long and lengthening. When I first tried this, and I was like, this mascara is bomb. Like, speaking of the BFF collection, this liquid liner. Now, I love this liquid liner so much, but there's a but. There's a but. I love this liquid liner, but you gotta keep repurchasing her. She's very inexpensive, but she dries up fast is all I see. Watch her for you right here. She is very black though. She's so nice. She's felt tip, so she's not a brush tip, which I cannot speak. I usually like it when they're brushes, but she is felt, but she's very nice. I love it. I don't go all the way into my inner corners anymore with eyeliner just because my allergies have been insane. They were never like that. But I just kind of wing out through the center, and I love the way it looks. And this is like such a black mascara. I saw so many people say that it wasn't such a black mascara and they wish it was a little darker, but like, I keep saying mascara, eyeliner. But she's like really black to me. Like, I love this so much. And you know, I came from using Kat Von D, and I just feel like anything is blacker than that eyeliner. So I love this so much. She does not stain or like smear. She's so inexpensive. Look, I'm literally doing anything and she doesn't budge. Speaking of eyeliners, I think that Colourpop has the best eyeliner formula of everything. And I don't use eyeliner in my waterline at all, but I did want to mention them because I feel like some people like are always looking for eyeliners. I know when I first started doing makeup, all I would do is my waterline, which is funny because like I don't do my waterline anymore. When I bought all of Zabella's collection, it came with 2 eyeliners in it, and I needed a black eyeliner, and I was only using the brown one because I really like the brown eyeliner, just like to put it like literally like under my eye. And I just love the formula of it, and I had never tried any Colourpop eyeliner. And then one day I wanted to do a look. I think I did it recently. When was it? The rainbowy look that I also copied off Kathleen. I used the black one, and I didn't like, sis is black. Like, she is good. And I wore it that day, and it looked so nice. It stayed all day. Like, it was insane. And I never used eyeliner in my waterline, so I wouldn't have known I did that. This is gonna bug me. I left the last section of this for last because she's a lot. So we're gonna start off with just lip liners first, since I only have 2 to show you guys. I have a lot of lip liners, especially in Colourpop. They're very inexpensive. They're nice. Do they last all day? Probably not, but they're just so good. I feel like, does any lip liner actually last all day? I haven't found one. Repurchased this one, and this one's on my way home right now. I just repurchased this one because she just became my favorite overnight. So first of all, everybody knows the BFF one. I don't even have anywhere to swatch anymore. Like, that color is so pretty. Literally what I would do when I wasn't wearing makeup, because my lips are very like colorful, but they're not like outlined. So I would outline them and just put lip balm on, and this color was so pretty. I love this color so much. And then they're probably just so similar. No, they're not that similar. Yeah, they look similar on camera kind of, but they're really not. Excuse me? I'm always so shook when the mailman comes like it isn't PR. Like a stranger's really just gonna show up into my house. These are my 2 favorite lip liners. They are so beautiful. They're very similar, very me. So for the lipsticks, the liquid lipsticks, now these are my favorite. Yes, they all look like the same freaking color, except for this one, but yes, we get it. They all look like the very same color. Welcome to my channel, everybody. A little camera update for what I said at the beginning. Can you guys believe my camera hasn't turned off on me yet? I'm so mad. I was gonna have to buy a new camera. My camera's perfectly fine. It was a freaking memory card. Anyway, hands are clean and we're ready to swatch. I have 5 liquid lipsticks that I love from them, and I threw away a bunch of the first ones that I ever tried just because they were old. This is Alyssa, and I think Alyssa comes from Kathleen too. Somebody obsessed with Kathleen, raise your hand. Shout out to Melissa, who's actually obsessed because she's the one who got me into Kathleen in the first place. So this color is Alyssa, and I love her so much. This one is a color that I like only sometimes. This color, I am for sure, like I am not even for sure, I am certain that this is like a mood changer lipstick, because the very first time I tried this lipstick on, I hated it too dark on my lips. And then I tried it recently and I loved it, and I was so confused. So this is from the Colourpop X Delilah collection, which I am actually very proud of this collection. She's a Make-A-Wish kid, and she wanted to make her own collection with Colourpop, so that's just good to support that in general. But it just really melted my heart to hear that whole story. But she is still dark of a color, like compared to everything I use, but she just looked so much darker on me that day. And she's not that dark. Like, maybe this is the darkest I'll go, but it's just weird because the first time I ever tried it, I did not like it, and the second time I did not like it, and then like the third time a month later I loved it. So she's just so pretty. Now I'm going backwards. My favorite will be coming soon. All right, so this one. Now this is Secreto from the Becky G collection. This is a kind of orangey color that I don't think I would usually wear, but it's one of the kind of colors that I used to wear a lot. But I love this color so much. It reminds me a lot of the Kat Von D liquid lipsticks in. She has one in Lolita. Wow, I totally blanked out on that. She reminds me a lot of Lolita too, and that was my obsession before. Now these are my two top favorite liquid lipsticks from Colourpop. As you guys can tell, this one looks way older than Alyssa, and she's like the newest one that I've gotten out of all of these. This is definitely my top favorite, but we have Mija from also the Becky G collection. This one is satin finish, and I loved that color so freaking much. She's just so pretty, and this was my everyday color for so long, and I still go back and use her. But the lipstick I am wearing today is my favorite, all-time favorite, which is from the Zoella collection. More than obsessed with this color. It is my favorite liquid lipstick of all time. Like, every single liquid lipstick that I own, this is my favorite. This is a little one from the Zoella collection. Please keep this in stock forever, because I'm gonna die without it. Like, it is my everyday lip liner, is everything too. These are my favorite kind of colors. They all look very alike, but they look different, right? Like, if you love makeup, you know that they're different. Boys are probably like, this looks exactly the same, you psychopath. My favorite thing apparently from Colourpop is their Luxe lipsticks, and I feel like I'm missing a lot here. This was hard, but I think I made it between 3 or 2 colors. I don't know what to do. This was too hard. I feel like I'm literally picking my favorite child. Like, I thought the palettes were hard. This was so much hard. Alright guys, I narrowed it down, took off the swatches. Can you guys tell? I feel like I still have swatches everywhere. Alright, so I'm talking about my 2 top favorites, alright? I'm gonna talk about my all-time favorite lipstick from Colourpop, the Luxe Lips. So that is Third Eye. Third Eye is my favorite. It is the prettiest one out there. I'm gonna swatch it right here for you guys. It is the prettiest color out there. Like, I just love it. It's my everyday. It's so similar to Little One, and I love it so much because of that. So she is my favorite. I have a lot of these. I literally have 3. Now for my second one, we have one that I also have 2 of. Where is it? We have 2 Ariels, and I lost her at one point, so I opened the other one, so they both have been opened and used. Usually I would have a backup, but I still had a lot of this one. This is the older one. But we have 2 Ariels. So Ariel is so freaking pretty. I love this color. I swatched that way too close, because this one's definitely more cool tone. This one's definitely more like hot toned. This is just like Wish, except the opposite. I thought it was too orangey and bright for me, and then I tried it with a lip liner, and it just made the world of a difference. So this is What Is Your Sign from Kathleen. I love this color so much. Okay, this is the problem though. These 2 colors are my favorite deep orangey red tone. But here's the tea, everybody. These are the same exact color. Like, I am positive that one is just satin and one is matte. I have Money Moves and LA Lady, and I never felt right on anything in my life than this, that these are the exact same color, except one is satin and one is matte. Like, I own a million nudes and they're all different colors to me, but these are the exact same color, except one is matte and one is nude. I mean, one is matte and one is satin. Now, you guys can fight me on this all you want, but I know that these colors are literally the exact same, except this one's satin and this one's matte. They are the exact same color. So I love this color so much, but like when I'm feeling satiny, I'll wear that one, and when I'm feeling matte, I'll wear the other one. These are my favorite lipsticks, and that concludes this video on all my favorite things from Colourpop. There's so much more that I wish I could have mentioned, to be completely honest with you guys, but I didn't want to keep you guys here for 20 hours. Hopefully you guys had a snack. You guys had a nice little snack or something to eat, some tea. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you guys liked it. Comment below any video ideas, and I'll talk to you pretty faces in the next one. Bye guys.